وعشق ما له آخر وأمجاد مسطرة ترى في أمسها الحاضر دبي زانت الدنيا وعشق ما له آخر وأمجاد مسطرة ترى في أمسها الحاضر تحييكم وتهديكم ورود العمر والخاطر تحييكم وتهديكم ورود العمر والخاطر فأهلا يا ضيوف دبي وسهلا في ربوع دبي يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا دبي يا سلام يا دبي يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا دبي It's somewhere you feel alive, forever on your mind. Wherever you close your eyes, Dubai is always in your heart. Dubai is always in your heart. No matter where you go in life, no matter where you go in time, doesn't matter where you are. Dubai is always in.
Dear viewers, welcome to our weekly program My Story. Today we have guests from India, Mr. Arup and Ms. Pooja. Welcome guys.
Thank
Hi.
you so much.
We are
Thank
so
you.
happy to be with you in your factory, in your office. Thank you for having us. Good afternoon again.
You're most welcome.
We're absolutely honored to have you here. Thank you.
Guys, tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you come to the United Arab Emirates? When was the first time you came? What was the reason for your visit? How long did you stay? How did you like it?
دبي وكوكب النافع بهالقلوب تتفيا ومن هالليل يتضيع لأنها دارت الدنيا وعشق ما له آخر وفيها يلتقي العالم ليغسل
Okay, I'll say I came much later than him. I think I came in the year 2013. I came in 2013. I did my bachelor's, I did my master's.
So you studied here.
I studied here and then I went on to do work in Altai. Then I worked in for a Swiss watch brand and then I came here.
May I ask you in which area you got your major? What did you
So
study?
my bachelor's was in computer science,
Computer
engineering,
science.
yes. My master's was in marketing. And
Ah,
I
okay.
worked in absolutely different fields.
So you gained so much experience
Yes.
about everything basically. And you, Mr. Arup?
I came here when I was 22 years old. I was living in Agra, the city of Taj Mahal at that time. One day I saw an advertisement in newspaper that one of the UAE airlines is looking for cabin crew. I applied. Within 1 month I was in Dubai. In 1994, I landed here 10th of July in 1994. And I had the honor of working with Emirates Airline up until last year, 26. And then after Emirates, we decided to stay back in UAE because we love this place. It's home, it's beautiful, and I didn't want to go back. And I didn't want to work again for another company. So we started this project together, making cups for Karak Chai.
So all your family lives here in UAE.
That's correct. Yeah, my elder brother, my younger brother, my cousin, of course, my 2 sons. They were born and brought up here, and Pooja came here in 2013. So it's a whole family affair.
فأهلا يا ضيوف دبي وسهلا في ربوع دبي يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا دبي يا سلام يا دبي يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا دبي
And this business is a family business.
As well, yeah.
May I ask you how many years did you work for Emirates? How was your experience to work in such a multicultural company, in such a big company as Emirates?
Working for Emirates was just wonderful, amazingly wonderful. Every day was a new day, learning, especially my department. I was flying around the whole world, and started as a cabin crew working in economy class, then moved up slowly, became a flight purser in Emirates Airline. And when I left as a flight person. So going every month, you would visit 2-3 countries, living in different places. It was not a job. We used to call it a paid holiday.
Paid holiday.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
It was a paid holiday, yeah. And the most interesting part of my job was you would work with different set of colleagues on every different flight. So never had the same boss or same colleagues. That made it a little bit challenging, at the same time more interesting as well. Yeah, and Emirates, as you know, is one of the best companies, not only in UAE, in the whole world, and a leading airline in the world. So it was amazing, beautiful experience. What am I today is because of Emirates Airline, and of course UAE.
That there are no sad memories, only gratitude and good memories.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good to hear. And the idea of this business that you have now, how did it came? Tell us a little bit more about your business. The location, what do you do, what do you produce, which products do you have?
Okay.
So I'll start. So we started brainstorming. We wanted to do something as a family. So it kept on going on. You think of ideas. I'll tell something. You say something. I'll say something. Then eventually we were like he was just talking about the initial idea was to do something on food grade inks. So we tried working on that project. However, it was not materializing the way we wanted it to materialize. So then we thought, why not go for disposables? During this time, everyone is using disposables, food disposables during Corona. So, and another reason why I would say I'm very passionate about venturing into cups is because I love curd chai. I love chai, I love coffee, and I'm always been very interested about how beautiful these cups can be, designs or the colors, how the texture feels, everything. I like to critique things a lot in depth. I like details. So I was very, very interested when we started talking about this is interesting. I know I can sell it. So this is something we all connected at the same time. So there was no more other, there was no question. We were just we can do this.
And you studied marketing, right?
Yes, exactly. So at the moment we are doing 2 products. 2 product line we have. We are doing 2 different sizes, 6 ounce and 6.5 ounce, very accurate for curd chai, in which the entire UAE loves. And that's what our first product is about. And eventually we would want to expand our product line.
But when you talk about disposable, you talk about paper cups, right? You don't talk about plastic cups, right? Because it's not good for the environment.
That's correct. We believe that plastic is making an exit slowly, and paper will fill it up, because paper is environment friendly, and you can disposing it is easier, and it can be recycled as well. So yeah.
We talked before about the procedure, how you make the paper cups, which technology you use. Can you explain more? You said you don't use glue.
Yeah, sure. I can. This one. So basically, our machine is the latest technology. It's called ultrasonic technology, where you have this. To make a paper cup, you need these blanks, and then you roll it up like this, and it adds here. So our technology allows the cup to be pasted here without any sort of chemical or adhesive or anything. It uses ultrasonic heat technology. So this is absolutely fantastic for health of people. Yeah.
So when you have a hot drink inside, the chemicals, they don't go inside the drink itself.
Absolutely.
Because there is no chemicals.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's only paper, and that's it. Yeah.
So it's human friendly, environment friendly, very good product.
That's correct. Yeah.
And for distribution, how do you guys sell your product? How do you present it? Do you go online? Do you do online sales as well? Do you do delivery sales? And which companies are buying it from you?
Online, Pooja can explain a little bit. She's looking after that part, and then I will tell you the wholesale part of it. Yeah. Go.
So online is very important when you scale up. I'm a millennial, so online is very important. So I'm looking at all these kinds of e-commerce websites that I can sell on. the process is still going on. I'm working on B2B sites already up there online. Of course, Instagram, working on Facebook, working on YouTube.
This is the main
Yeah.
platforms now.
Yes, Instagram. So I'm myself an Instagram junkie. So already we have an account, and we are putting things there, and Facebook still needs to be developed. I really want to not just reach out people who we are directly going and selling, but I want to reach out to people who are online and who will know about us, so we can capture a wider market. I believe that is so important and so easy to attain in today's world. So thus I focus on a lot more on online and building ourselves depending on the brand that we are trying to establish for us. So online is extremely important. And for door to door, he will give some gist on that.
Here the old guy comes into play.
Yes.
Millennial, yeah, the old guy.
Actually, this is the best advertisement you can make for your product. Online,
Exactly,
social,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I am focusing on the wholesale part of it because this is a bulk product. You don't sell one cup, you sell 1,000 cup in one box. So one box contains 1,000 cups, and it is people buy it in bulk, like 200 box, 300, 500 box, 1,000 box, like that. So these buyers are mainly sitting in the wholesale market. What they would typically do, they would buy it from the manufacturers, and they would have their team of the traders, and they will go around and sell it. So our focus is there to supply. In the supply and chain, we go to the wholesalers, and wholesaler would distribute it. That's our main focus. However, when we grow and when we have more products, we probably would have our own team of people who would go and sell door to door as well, like going to the different cafes or restaurants and things like that. We are planning to go on branding as well, like a particular cafe can tell us, okay, you make the cups for us, and we would make in their own specification, own design. So like that, that is our future focus as well. Yeah.
You can focus on the airlines as well. As far as I know, they still use the plastic cups. Emirates, for example, I think they use still plastic cups for their services.
In Emirates Airline?
Yes.
No, they moved from plastic about 2 years back to paper cups. Yeah, so there is no plastic in Emirates anymore. Yeah, yeah, they have huge requirement, of course. Yeah, yeah.
As far as I understood, you guys started your business during the pandemic. You were
That's
very
correct.
brave. So this company is about how many months old?
7 months.
7 months old license, but we
License.
started producing, let's say, about 2.5 months back,
months.
3 months, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And how did you cope with all these challenges during the pandemic? How did you cope with all the difficulties? For sure, there were some.
I think one of the major reasons why we could cope is the kind of support we had as a family from each other. I think
Yeah.
that was one of the biggest things that helped us cope with everything as a whole. And then I think the stakeholders that we worked with, anyone for that matter, from being our landlords to government help to anyone who's doing any kind of even a little bit of work, was very, very understanding and helpful to all of us. So I think that's how we could really have all the courage to get us going through this pandemic. And
Yeah, and the gadgets, the mask, the mask. And when we started, actually, during the pandemic, when it started, the panic was too high. To visit all the government offices and everything, we remember we had to go through the sanitizing tunnels and wearing masks and gloves and all the face shield as well, goggles. The comfort we found was every government offices we went, they were following the rules 100%. So some places they wouldn't even let all of us, because we were approaching 3 of them together. They would say, okay, 1 or 2 of you stay, only 1 person goes. And after that, UAE government, all the the economic department, municipalities, they quickly changed their strategy as well. They made online available so quickly, and everything became online. Literally, after we started, within a month, we didn't have to visit any government offices anymore.
And everything was closed before.
Yeah.
And now everything was so much easier.
Yeah, so company was open, sitting at home and on laptop. So it was fantastic. The transition, the shift so quickly, the government changed everything so quickly. It was just amazing.
And we would
Yeah.
like to also say that
Yeah.
Emirates, the United Arab Emirates, they managed the crisis very well. Right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
support people as well.
That's correct. And also the support from the other people. Like for example, we rented this place and we couldn't start. We're losing months, so the landlord was kind to give us some extension. Okay, that you don't pay for these 3 months, and then when you start paying, things like that. Apart from family, also these kind of things put together. It was nice. It was good.
You
Yeah.
actually met good people on your way when you
Yeah.
started this business, right?
I think the kindness of people was very very good during this time of pandemic. All the people have come together and supported each other. So yeah, yeah. I think like it was amazing. Yeah.
This is not the first time I hear this from the people.
Hmm.
And I also know that you have a son. How old is he?
He is 19. I have another son. His name is Aman. He's 18. They're both born and brought up here. And Aryan is helping in our business. We call him a nerd. He's helping us since the age of 15 because I have another business which is a restaurant. Yeah.
You have another business.
Yeah, I'm a foodie. I like to cook and like feed people. So we opened a restaurant. It's called Kolkata Kitchen,
Where is it
and
located?
it's in Sharjah. And we are basically from Calcutta in India, Calcutta. So the West Bengal we call it. The food is
Food, really
absolutely,
And fish.
delicious.
yeah. That's what I make in my restaurant. Yeah. So because of that, I also had an idea about the market of cups, because we were associated with all the people dealing with food packaging. So that gave us a little bit more confidence and comfort that this will do well.
And as far as I know, you have a few branches, right? You said before that you have on Mauritius as well.
Yeah, Mauritius as well. Yeah.
And you produce their cups and something else?
We are producing cups and bowls for curries and all that, and also paper plates, because Mauritius is also very they're focusing on environment friendly stuff. They've banned plastic as well. So yeah,
Everything is
Chance.
made of papers.
yeah.
Very good. And also, question for you guys: how many employees do you have for such a new and young business?
And so,
How many employees do you have?
employees. Yes, we currently have 3 employees, and we are very proud to say that we have a multinational, multicultural work environment. We wanted to focus and have a multinational, multicultural work environment. He's from one, I'm from one, so we have to put in place here as well. We have currently one person is from Cameroon, both of them are from India, but from absolutely polar apart places, one from north and south. And
Different languages.
different languages, different cultures, different food, everything is different. So we are very happy with
And how do you build the team spirit in such a small environment?
I think the team spirit has to come from especially your own personal likings, your personal habits, your approach to problems, and the way we selected our employees. The hiring process was also considering all of these factors. Everyone can, we are also new to this industry. We are also learning. They will also learn. What was important is, your own spirit, your empathy that you have, your own connection with other people. The places where they have worked before, they had different nationalities there as well. So we knew in some way, we can produce that environment that we are looking forward for. So that's how we focus on our hiring, and we are very happy.
I
Yeah.
can say it's a small family here.
It's small
You can,
family
yeah.
from variety of different places.
Also,
Even we both
no.
are Indians, but we also don't come from the same place as the ones from north and south that we have. Even we have different culture, completely different language. And then I have a little bit of Mauritius touch, French touch. So again, I am a little bit different in that
I
way.
speak a little bit
Yeah.
French as well. Yeah. Bonjour.
No.
I also speak a little bit of French.
Je m'appelle Arup. Comment tu t'appelles?
Je m'appelle Veronica.
Enchanté, Veronica. I'll just touch on, since you spoke about team spirit, I saw something yesterday, and I would like to continue that, which gave us a nice environment here. our van salesman driver, he was out there and he came back before iftar and he had boxes for everybody. So everybody sat together and ate, and during Ramadan, the spirit all together, I think that helps in building, feels good, and bonding is beautiful.
Like a joke, right? Where you have
Yeah.
to be strict.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So we really appreciated his effort, and then we said we can continue this. Why not? This is so beautiful. This month will go by like this. Yeah.
And also we have Expo 2020 coming this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your expectations for this event? It should be very big event, 25 millions coming.
Yeah.
So I think for Expo, I think the Expo got accepted the year that I came here, 2020. They got the green signal that yes,
Yeah,
it's happening.
yeah.
So I think since then we have seen Dubai grow in a very, very different manner. So unfortunately, it could not happen because of the pandemic last year. But really looking forward to it. So I'm hoping things are going to change for every person in every better way, good way that it can happen, from small SME, small businesses to big businesses to small entrepreneurs, for students, for anyone in the job sector. So we hope it helps everyone in every way, in good possible ways.
Yeah, Expo, and it's going to be for 6 months. So
Yeah.
long exposure for people like us. For example, maybe I'm planning to buy 6 more machines. Maybe I wouldn't go anywhere. The traders will come, we'll select our models from here, we place order and we are done. So that exposure is going to help everybody. And eventually, Dubai is already there. Who doesn't know Dubai? UAE, everybody knows. But this expo will even take it further, probably. It's going to be amazing for all of us. If Dubai goes farther, people living in here will go farther as well. I have seen Shanghai before expo and post expo. There was a big difference. So if there is a chance for Dubai to grow further, it will happen. I think it's already there. Everything is so fantastic, but it will reach another level, I'm sure. Yeah.
Alright, and the word of advice for newcomers, for the young people who are coming to Dubai to find a job or maybe to start their own businesses, do you have anything to tell them? Any advice to give them from your own experience?
Yeah, sure. Work hard, work smart, and be open to the new changes. If you are not ready to, change is the only thing which is constant. And this pandemic is a big proof of that every day there was a new challenge. Every day we had to change our strategy to even live our life, So even breathe. So if you're not, I survived among these millennials because I accepted the changes, So if you are okay with changes and you install it in your system, take the good part of it, chuck the bad part out of it, and then keep changing along with the time, you will survive and you will thrive. Yeah.
And the word of thanks to the UAE leaders, to those who provide safety and security of this country. Would you like to say something to them?
Sure. Go on.
Absolutely. I think, for me, it's the story of, I would put it in this way, is that the entire Corona last year, I didn't live with my family, I lived by myself. So one thing that, of course, you're always nervous and scared what's going to happen. Yes, I had them, but still there was a point when we could not reach out. It was here in vaccination. However, I still had the strength to keep going because I knew I'm in a country who was going to take care of me. And that gave me immense strength in myself. In all these years I've been here, this period was I just knew that I'm going to be fine. There's a good amount of support and blind trust and faith that we have over the years that we have built, everything that we have experienced here as a whole. That we're so grateful to all the leaders of UAE for making us feel like home, being away from home.
Yeah. For me, I get inspired by the leadership every day. So that's why I call the UAE leadership is inspirational leadership. It's not a usual leadership. Yeah, visionary and inspirational. They are able to motivate people in every society, every level, everywhere. We feel safe, we feel secure, we feel at home. This is our home. I've lived here for 26 and a half years. I have no desire to go any other place. I have seen the rest of the world through Emirates Airline. I've seen all the major cities from Paris to a deep city in somewhere in Africa. I would say I have never seen nothing better than UAE in my entire life, whatever the places I've visited. So I would love to stay here the rest of my life, and I thank the wonderful leadership of UAE and thank them to provide us this opportunity to, even after losing jobs and everything, we still have hope to grow and go on in life, you know. So yeah, that is amazing. God bless UAE.
We are the team of My Study program. We would like to welcome once again our guest Qusty, Mr. Arup and Ms. Pooja. Thank you very much for having us, for your story and for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,